everyone, I am here with a review of our viola lesson from this week, and the big thing this week is that we learned how to play Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, which you can see on the screen. This also comes right out of the lesson book. It's on page 12, number 44, and this is such an important tune because we will be playing this in our first concert, so it's really important that you take some time this week to practice this and make sure you are very comfortable with playing it, and this is a lot of fun too to play. In class, we broke this down into 4 sections, which made it a little bit easier to learn. But before we do that, let me just show you the one new thing about Twinkle Twinkle, and it's right here. It's this note. Okay, that's one line above the staff. That's called a ledger line, and that is the note B. Now, we haven't learned how to read that note yet. This was our first week with that note. But if you think all the way back to our first viola lesson, we did learn how to play the note B. That is one finger on the A string. So other than that note B, everything else for Twinkle Twinkle is review. It's things that we've already learned. So we're just applying the things that we've learned in our last lessons to play a new song. So I said we broke this down into 4 sections. The first section is this blue box right here. We called it the A section. Let's go through and read the note names from the A section. So here we go. D, D, A, B, B, A, rest. G, G, F sharp, E, E, D, rest. So you can see we're going back and forth between the A and the D and the A strings, and then also just knowing which fingers go down for each of those notes. And those are all notes we've learned before. If you're not sure how to play those notes, you can go back to some of the previous pages where we've learned them. This is what that first box sounds like, this blue box. Okay, if you're not comfortable playing that quite yet, just pause the video and go practice it, and then come back once you're feeling better about that section. Now that's the A section. We are going to call the next section the B section. It's in this red box here. Here are the notes to the B section: A, G, G, F sharp, E. So many students notice that one of the more challenging parts of this tune is crossing from the A string over to 3 fingers on D to get that G. And what many of them discovered is that you can actually place your fingers on the D string ready to play that note. Or for some of you, you might have to just hover them over, but you can be ready to go. It'll sound like this. This is what the red box sounds like. Okay, and you saw I already had my fingers ready to go. That makes it a lot easier to get through that section. So here's what the whole top line sounds like, the A and the B sections put together. Okay, that's the whole top line. Now, the reason that I broke this up into those 2 sections is because if you look at the second line, you'll notice that basically it's the same thing, but in reverse. You can see that the 2 red boxes are exactly the same, and the 2 blue boxes are exactly the same. So if you can play through that top line, then you definitely can play through the bottom line too. So what I'm going to do right now is play all the way through Twinkle Twinkle. If you're feeling like you'd like to play with me, go for it. That would be a good way to practice. Or if you feel like maybe you need to take some more time to practice on your own, then you can just listen now and spend some time practicing on that later. So here's Twinkle all the way through, and you'll notice that I'm following the bowing directions. So the book has directions for down bows and retakes. If you're feeling really comfortable with the notes, the next step and the next challenge is to add in the bowings too. So here's Twinkle all the way through. Okay, so that was the biggest part of your homework for this week. The only other thing is to keep working on the Peru Blue Boogie because we will be playing that in the concert as well. And in your next lesson, I'll be giving you some more tunes to start practicing for the concert. But for this week, happy practicing on Twinkle, and I'll see you at your next lesson.